these few years, right, we all focus on the topic of social commerce because this is the way to go and also the direction for every company in the world. Okay, so any company also find it's now important for them to be relevant on social media, right? So a lot of companies already realize that just by publishing advertisement in TV is no longer the trend if you want to tackle majority of the younger group or your future market, so to say. So same goes to we all as a free entrepreneur. So as a free entrepreneur, we also need to embrace this trend, and we have to admit that this is the trend, and we have to make ourselves available in this platform. Okay, that is the first thing. So before I go into more technical, I think it's important to let us look at Malaysia demographic in particularly. So Malaysia demographic, you can see, of course, this is from another third-party website. So this is up to date up to 2020, but I think it's still relevant because most of the data here is still showing quite close to date. And you can see from here, at least in the daytime, right, how many time being spent with media. You can see 7 hours people spend using the internet by average. Using social media, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Watching TV is 2 hours 59 minutes, and I believe it will be going lower in the future because nowadays probably Netflix, you don't have to use TV also. Okay, you can use your iPad, you can use your laptop, all that. Okay, so listening to music and streaming service about 1 hour, and then game console about 1 hour. So if let's say we understand this nature and this habit, right, particularly for Malaysia, you'll see that people spend a lot of time on internet and also social media, okay, including ourselves, right? So if today our business is not in these two regions, right, that means we are out already. But if let's say today you know how to bring your business into these two majority time that people spend on, then we have the hope. Okay, so mobile internet use, you can also see, okay, we have about 25.86 millions of user mobile. Okay, that's quite high actually, the penetration. So mobile internet user, the percentage is about 97% for Malaysia. So the share of all internet user accessing via smartphones is about 96%. So it's almost everyone who have the phone, they have access to the internet, and also they have access to the internet content. Okay, share of all internet user accessing via feature phones, about 2.5%. So average daily time they spend on internet, right? This is just generally on internet, okay? Didn't specify whether it's social media or what, okay? Generally on internet is 4 hours. So that is a quite some substantial amount of time. You can imagine one day, excluding the 8 hours of sleep, average 8 hours of sleep, we are left with 16 hours, right? 8 hours working. And then can you imagine about 4 hours we are on internet. Okay, so social media behaviors. Okay, so this is also very important. Visited or use a social network or messaging service in the past month, 100%. Okay, you can see people are like engaging in the messaging service and social network like 100%. Okay, in particular, in 1 month, definitely you will engage once. That means so actively engaged with or contributed to the social media in the past month, 91%. Okay, actively engaged, that means also you yourself produce some content, share something. Okay, average amount of time per day spent on social media. So just now it's internet. Right now, if we are talking about social media, particularly, it's about 2 hours 45 minutes. Okay, so social media is very important. Okay, average numbers of social media account per internet user. Okay, 9.7. Okay, that means not sure, you have WhatsApp, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, what else? YouTube. Okay, so average of people, you have about 9.7 social media accounts. Percentage of internet users who use social media for work purpose, right? Okay, 57%. Okay, so today we want to focus on how to use social media for business and also commerce purpose. Okay, so you can see here, this is also a very strong data to show us that ads in the social media is growing, okay, nowadays. And this is also the data here actually show the sources of new brand discovery, how people get to know new brands, okay? And even for existing brand, what is the direction in the future? If let's say the company wake up now, right, or they realize the importance of social media, right, you'll notice that the company no longer put advertisement in most of the old technology media like TV, radio, all that, okay? Very getting less and less. A lot of the advertisement and also the big player in the market, they are advertising in the social media, including YouTube's, okay? When you watch video, sometimes it comes out the advertisement, okay? All that is become more relevant nowadays. And this is actually Malaysia market lah. But if let's say in some of the more advanced market, right, like US or in other Europe country, you will notice that the ads in social media, I believe, is way more higher, okay, compared to the ads on television. Okay, so Malaysia is like still transitioning, but that is definitely the future direction. Okay, so now when we talk about creating engagement in social media, right, is very important, because if let's say today we want to build a business, at the same time we don't have the privilege to go out that often anymore. Okay, so how we want to build in such environment, but at the same time still able to succeed in the business. So I think one of the answer will be creating an engagement in social media, effective engagement. So this is also through some of the studies in the research online, and also some of the sharing by the social media successful entrepreneur. One of the statistics that I found out, right, is that when we share or creating engagement in social media, one important thing is that we try to create a visual content. Okay, of course we have people who is more towards wordings. Okay, but from the survey and also the statistic, you find out that majority of the people is attracted to image and also videos. So this should be our direction in sharing our stories and also our content. If today we want to share something in the social media, of course, if let's say you are a wording person, right, you can always still share in words, but just try to add in one image relevant to what you write. Okay, you will increase the efficiency and also the sharing a lot more. Okay, so this is one important point to share. Second, to provide values. So when we talk about creating engagement, we also want to make sure things that we share also provide values. When we say provide values, it can come in many ways. It can either be some things that people also want to know, or people also keen to know about this awareness or this information. So whether our sharing is actually other than just a normal daily routine, or that are we providing extra values in our sharing? So if let's say we are providing extra values in our sharing, right, people will tend to engage us more. Okay, they will feel like, oh, this person, the things that she share actually contains something beneficial to my daily life, other than just promoting product or what. Okay. So number 3, consistency in posting. Okay, so one of the research also find out that those that successful in influencing or actually creating engagement in the social media. So today we are not talking about up to the level of become an influencer or what. Just a normal, if let's say you want to run a commerce business in social media, one of the very prerequisite is actually consistency in the posting. So today, if let's say we are not consistent in our posting, one thing, people will not know, or people will not recognize your seriousness in the business itself or whatever you are doing. So in order to make sure people have that trust, or people will think of you whenever they have that kind of problem, is through consistency. So consistency, in other words, is not actually to prove to people, but it's more like to crystallize that value in ourselves. Because if let's say we ourselves, we can maintain that kind of consistency, that means we ourselves actually really embrace this value, and we are actually promoting it. Okay, so when we say consistency, it doesn't mean that keep repeating posting the same thing. So you will also create a lot of nuisance feeling to others. Okay, so you can repost same message but in a different content. Okay, so number 4, invite engagement. So this is actually to create more interesting thing in our sharing. So we can actually invite engagement through posts, okay, or tickers that people can actually involve in things that you post. And it's not just like read and pass, okay, or sometimes not even read. So if let's say we know how to actually invite engagement through these type of tools in social media, sometimes you can create a poll in your Facebook, or sometimes you can also create these polls in your Instagram story. So make full use of that, okay? Sometimes you can create this. And next point is about to be a proactive conversation starter. So if let's say we want to excel in social media commerce, right, we also have to understand this is not only applicable for social media commerce. Basically, in the normal conventional business side, an entrepreneur should have a proactive attitude. So we want to be the first one to take the step. Okay, so be the one who proactive to start the conversation. Also be the one who take extra effort to engage other people posts. So I always believe that it goes both ways. If today we want people to look at what we share, or people to at least slow down and look at what we share, we also have to do the same to others. Okay, we also need to concern about other people, and also look at their posts and then interact with their posts. So that is some of the proactive steps that we can actually take to actually gain more engagement in return. Okay, but of course, the purpose of doing that extra effort to others, right, shouldn't come with the expectation that people will do the same back to us. It just have to be a natural habit of us doing that. Okay, and from doing that also, we are supposed to be enjoy doing it. Okay, it's not like you force yourself to do that and then in the end you feel not happy about it. But to me, I feel like it's not something difficult to do, but at the same time, it can also help us in terms of our social commerce. So why not? Okay, so from here, all the things that I mentioned, right, you can notice that a lot of it is actually active. When I say active, is something that we can proactively create it, okay? And you as a business owner of this business, right, nobody can instruct you, nobody can control you. You are the one who run the business. You can actually proactive post it whenever you want, whenever you feel suitable. Okay, so another passive one will be, but even this passive one, you have to be the one who first create the polls or the questionnaire for people to answer it to you. So this sometimes it also become like a passive after that active action, whereby when people react to it or people vote inside it, you can actually create the engagement in a passive way. Okay, but you will notice that most of it active, and again, entrepreneur have to be in the active mode always. So how does this social commerce funnels work? Okay, so when we talk about this social media funnels, right, basically, like I said, things that we post have to create value. Things that we post have to be informative. Things that we post have to be catchy. It have to be visual, image, videos. So it actually, on the top, you can see it's an awareness of things. Okay, it's a highly shareable content that actually interaction, and then sometimes it could be some quick tips. Okay, so for this one, right, when we relate back to our business, we always say share something that is relatable to our daily life. So for myself, I always share breakfast, because to me, breakfast is the most important thing. If today you want to know about supplementation, you want to know about nutrition, just get the breakfast right first, and then start to learn about the 6 main nutrition, and then slowly learn more from that. Okay, but of course, for everyone, it will be different. But at least the basis is share something is relatable to people's daily life, and people will start to have that awareness. And then second, when we talk about consideration, special offers, or longer content videos, Okay, and then when I say consideration in relatable to our business, it will be sometimes we also can also learn how to focus on promotion and also deals related. So for that particular month, if let's say for this month, okay, we have this 4-in-1 kids new product. Okay, we can learn how to be focus driven in this product, because in the end of the day, if let's say you share more content of this product and then your social circle react to it, they can also benefit from it more, because this month is about this promotion, and if let's say they inquire during this month, they will be getting the benefit from that promotion. So rather than you share next month, of course it's still good, but when people inquire and then they know, hey, last month already got this promotion, how come now only you share me? Then people will feel like, okay, they missed out that. Okay, so we as a business builder, I think it's important for us to align with the promotion. So people also likes offers. So when we share this and then when they interact with us or they react to our story, we can tell them, hey, so happen this month we have this promotion, and then people normally the normal nature for people is like they like offer. Okay, so conversion. Okay, so when we talk about conversion, it's always about remarketing, multiple posts. Again, multiple posts doesn't mean just copy paste and repost the same thing again. Of course, we can do that, but to me, I don't encourage that, because people feel tired looking that kind of posting. So demos and also testimonial webinar. So relatable to our business again, I will also emphasize own feedback and also testimonial, because your own feedback and testimonial matter in this business. A very good example that I heard from a leader sharing this week, right, is that he asked, if today we are buying something online, how do you want to know this particular merchant selling this product is trustable and good? Okay, for example, today you want to get a belt. Okay, if you want to get a belt, wow, so many merchants is selling this same belt. In the end, which of the merchant that you choose is also depending on, you'll go in and see which one got a higher review, which one sold more item, which one have people who bought and post the photo and video, right? So same goes to here, okay? Just that this is on social media. We as the business builder, at the same time, we are also the user. Our feedback and also our testimonials matter the most, okay? Sometimes you don't have to be, sometimes it don't have to be like particularly sharing the testimonial or what, you just holding this, using this product itself, people can see, oh, actually the real thing look exactly as per the website showing. Okay, people just want to know whether the color of it is exactly same as the website showing. Just that only, and that already give people the assurance that this is like that. Okay, or it can also be in a form like the product experiencing. Okay, after you use that, just like the picture here showing, after you use that tissue product, wow, improve. Okay, you just show the before after your own one. Okay, of course sometimes we can also share other powerful testimonial from other leaders and so on, but it always relates back to us will be the most powerful one. Okay, because your friend recognize your face. Okay, so it builds that kind of basis of trust. Okay, so this basis of trust, you will be surprised that the loyalty built from there and also the consumer network built from there will be very strong. Okay. So lastly is about retention. The whole funnel in the end is not just want to sell the product once. Okay. We want to build a consumer network. We want to build that kind of loyalty and retention. And best if that person or that friend know the values of the business and want to build the business together as well. So that is the whole purpose of it. Okay, it's not just to sell you one set of artistry product, right? Okay, so when we talk about this loyalty and also reputation, we want to talk about consistency again. Okay, so it is only our own consistency leading the way to show that we actually are the one who hold these values firm. Okay, and the consistency also helps us to create the visibility. So when you have this kind of visibility and also the consistency, right, it actually helps people to have a reliable source, at the same time a trustable person to actually partner together. Okay, So that is actually also give people another perspective, a perception that you are knowledgeable and also experienced in terms of this business as well as the product knowledge. Okay, so that actually is very important in terms of loyalty, because today imagine if let's say we are using certain product, okay, we can always change to another sales personnel if let's say there's no different buying from A and buying from B. But if let's say today A give you an impression that the servicing is very good, or whenever you very fast respond, very knowledgeable, very true fact, okay, that will actually help to create the loyalty and also retention in your group. Okay, so always fall basic, even though today I emphasize on social media. Of course, conventional way, we are still doing the business as well, but leverage more on the e-commerce and also the social media. Okay, because through all these social media, it creates a very powerful funnel for us. Whether we know how to use this funnel to actually empower our business is another different story. Okay, so today I want to let and also remind you all that the importance of 4 basic even when we are on the social media, because once we have this funnel in place, this funnel is not only help us to bring in business activities. Okay, like I said, the ultimate goal is always to share the prosumer concept and have more people who embrace the business value and also know how to help others people to do the same thing. Okay, so eventually we want to take this name list out of this funnel to continue our 4 basic. Okay, so all the name list or interaction engagement that we have created, people who long time know like your post already, and then due to your consistency, sometimes they saw it and also they decided to interact with you. So that will become your new name list as well, right? So whether you are consciously building the business and if you are just casually building the business, it makes a whole lot different. If today you are seriously and also consciously building the business, right, those kind of engagement you will put into your new name list already. And then when you put into your new name list, you will know what is the next step to do. But if today you are just casually building the business, okay, you will not feel any different. Even got 1,000 people interact with your post or 1,000 people like your post also doesn't make a difference. Okay, so if let's say we know how to actually do it in a systematic way, build that name list through that engagement, and then do as usual also invitation. But today we are leveraging on a lot of technology and also apps. So the invitation can come in through WhatsApp event, invite them through WhatsApp, invite them through the messenger, invite them through even conventional way, call them. Okay, today everyone most of the time is at home. Okay, we can just call or text them, and yeah, people are supposed to have more time to respond. Okay, so STP is when the next step. Okay, what is the invitation about? The invitation is about inviting them to know more about this business or to build the business together. Okay, people are looking for multiple income nowadays. People are looking for extra income nowadays. Because of these COVID uncertainties, more people are trying to build a more secure income other than their main source of income. Okay, so there's no wrong at all for us to share this, and by right we should share this actively because this is something that people looking for. Okay, of course they could do their own investment also, but on top of that, why not? If you still have capacity or you still have the capabilities, then add one more because Amway is so flexible that you can just do it through your daily life. Okay, so when we talk about show the plan, you can leverage on our online meeting. Okay, you know that every Friday the DVI will have the meeting start off with the Amway values. So Amway value, that session is about a very brief show the plan already. So you can leverage on that. You can also leverage us. Okay, tell us that you have this prospect. Okay, maybe I can help you to show the plan, or you can do the show plan yourself through Zoom or that. Okay, so don't limit by the current movement control. Okay, we can still continue everything using this online platform. So once we show the plan, it's always followed by follow up and also follow through. Okay, and only through the proper categorization we can do a good follow up and follow through. So what I mean by proper categorization is, okay, there's a lot of different categories. Okay, that person might respond totally not interested, totally very rejection to the plan, or people who say they might consider. So you have to proper categorize and what kind of effort you should put in for different kinds of response that we get. Okay, but if let's say we backtrack to the STP part, if the STP itself already worked and that person decided to sign up, do we know how to sign up now? Okay, so if let's say today we ourselves still don't know how to sign up a person through online, through Amway website, right? The convenience is already there, but we don't know how to use the tool. Then it's really ourselves, we have to look into it, how to actually catch up on this part. So if let's say all the detail in this 4 steps we already know how to do, right? We just need to keep running this wheel. At the same time, our social media duty is only keep posting, keep sharing things that I mentioned just now. Focus on the things that I mentioned just now, creating values, creating awareness, give something informative, and then through that kind of engagement, be consciously aware to increase your name